Hey everyone, this video is about connecting Stripe with Lovable. It's going to be super beginner friendly, so especially if you don't know how to code, I got you. This is my third project I've made with Lovable. It's the first one I'm going live with monetization. Previously, I've done digital products, mostly info products, memberships, made over six figures with them, sold a website, had an exit, and I'm transitioning now to apps and using AI because I am much more bullish on these than info products. The barrier to entry is much lower if you just communicate clearly and you put a little bit of time and effort. You can make amazing apps that will make you money, do a lot of people a lot of, give the world a lot of value. And yeah, so I made this video because I was struggling to find a good tutorial on connecting Stripe and Lovable, and I've got some really good instructions right here, and we're gonna go through them together. This is my first time doing it, so yeah, we're in this together. First, I want to show you what prompt I actually used to get these thorough instructions. Lovable can really help you with everything, so you have to go into their plan function, and you see this button right here. It says plan. So this is why I said to it, okay, I'm ready to go live with Stripe to accept real payment. Can you please walk me through all the steps, including testing, also testing live payment to make sure it works? Give me an estimated time to do all of this, and then came up with this whole list of steps here, which we're going to go through together. All right, so checklist: create the live products and prices in Stripe, update secret keys with live keys, configure live webhook, update code with price IDs, test real payment, refund test payment. And it should only take about 25, 30, less than 40 minutes. So right now it shows that it's recognizing all of the price IDs I have in the sandbox. So I'm now just going to go back to Stripe and do all of this. I'm going to create live products and prices, get my live API keys. I think it's important first to see what the product is, because if you don't have a good product, it doesn't matter because no one's going to pay for it. So I made this entirely by typing English, like zero coding. There were a few minor sort of technical things to set up, but I learned them all with AI instructions. And basically, I made this brain dumping app that organizes all of your thoughts into this Eisenhower matrix, which is, it's really good for productivity. I also have this letting go feature. Anyways, I don't want to make it too much about the app. Let's dive into the monetization. So first, right now, this is the draft of the website, and I made a page here that shows the membership options, little comparison table. And like I said, the amazing thing about using Lovable is if you just explain this in depth, you will get this output within literal seconds. So also, since I already have a bunch of free users and I have an email list of around 100 people, nearly 300 free users already organically, I'm going to give them something special, little launch strategy. Basically, the first thing you need to know about Stripe and connecting Lovable Stripe is that you're going to need to make unique product IDs for each of these things. So you see I've these prices here: $3.99 a month, $29 a year for this private launch. And then I also have this $59.99 a year and $5.99 a month. So here I am in my Stripe account, and it's always good to start and test. So you can do that by going into sandbox. So switch it to sandbox. I already created this sandbox. So this is basically a testing environment where you can see if your Stripe and Lovable are actually connected, and that when people pay, the whole app changes and they get access to the premium version. So right now I tested a payment already. And by the way, you can do this by typing in 42424242424242 on as the credit card. Any 3 number code, any expiration date, any name, and it's gonna make some like mock payment here. So yeah, back to the important thing we have to do is we have to go to product catalog and we have to create products. So remember we had 4 products before. There's one that's missing and it is the $3.99 a month. So we're gonna go ahead and make this product description, the name. Okay, so launch monthly. Okay. So I'm doing this special for launch. And yeah, so go down here and put in the pricing. You see it's billed monthly. You can also do weekly, daily, custom, whatever. And then you add the product. And then boom, there it is. So once you have the products, you have the product ID, but actually what's more important is the price ID. That's what Lovable asks for when you're putting in your products. So the first thing we're going to do is exit the sandbox mode. So we go into live. And it looks like we have to create new products. It's not that hard. I was hoping there'd be a way to transition sandbox or test products into live products, but from what I know, it doesn't look like there's a simple way to do it. So just go down to product catalog and I've already, it looks like maybe they've done it already. So it looks like whenever you create something sandbox, it will show up in live. You just have to enter these product IDs. So I also have a lifetime, which I forgot to mention. So we can add this to Lovable right now. So I'll show you how this works. Okay, I'm gonna say pause the Stripe plan for now. One last fix. Please add a $99 one-time payment. Put it like, I basically tell it to do best UI UX experiences and make the CTA get premium for life with a crown. You'll see how quickly this changes. The cool thing about Lovable too is that it will show you its logic. So it shows you what it's editing. So whenever you like go into the code, it'll tell you where it is. So right here it's like premium.tsx. It'll show you what it's using. TypeScript. Anyways, yeah, it's super, super awesome. All right, so it looks like it is still going through this. But it's amazing. You just type in one prompt and then it'll whip it up. You'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to approve this plan because actually I did in a plan thing. So yeah, it just walks you through all of the stuff it's doing and you can read through it thoroughly to understand. Pretty awesome. So let's see it do its magic. So here's even creating the Stripe product because I already connected Stripe. Okay, it took the product ID and the price ID and it is now adding this for us. Pretty awesome. See, it only takes a few minutes at most. Now it's still going, and boom, look at that. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know it would do that. So it came up with this, putting premium at the top, $99 one time on its own, and then these other options. So it's good to have this price anchor. Really like the design. And the little features table here too. FAQs, premium, scroll back up. I told it to do that. So let's see what happens when you click the button. Oh, so it takes you to log in. Let's see here, make a warning. So I have this message just because, yeah, it's just good for the user experience, because they could potentially get confused as to why when they click this, they just get taken to log in. Because yeah, right now I'm not signed in, so I'm actually gonna log in now. Cool, so this shows what happens when the premium user is logged in. I'm gonna see if it works when I am signed out. So I think it showed a little message there. It just popped up really quickly in the bottom right. Easy to miss. So here I am back in Stripe, and I'm going to go into each of these and copy and paste the live IDs. So you see now I'm in my normal account. This is live products. It's not the sandbox. It's not testing. It says it's active. So all I have to do is copy these price IDs. So I can just do that right here. I'm going to do that for each of these products. So I've gone through and I copied all of these. See, I'm just telling it which is which. And I am going to just send it to Lovable right here. The other thing I have to do here, which I can do separately, is create a webhook. So I'm going to create this webhook. Basically, I'm just going to copy this. I also need to give it the live API key, which I'll do later. But let's start with the webhook. So in order to add a webhook, I just used the search function, went to webhooks. So I'm going to add a destination as per what Lovable is telling me. So I have to go to checkout session completed. Customer. Subscription. Deleted. And then down to invoice. Failed. Okay, so we got this. We got that. Okay, that looks good. Endpoint. Endpoint URL. So you can also make sure you're doing things correctly here. I like to just double check because, as I said, I'm non-technical. So you can upload screenshots you have, like this one. Is this correct? Just to make sure I'm doing it right, because yeah. Lovable verified that this is correct and it looks good. So it's telling me the last things I need to do, which are these things. I thought I already gave it the product IDs, but let's see. So in this workbench, it'll even show if there's any errors or issues, and right now everything looks good. So I'm going to close the workbench, go back to my products, make sure I have the right product IDs for all of these things. All right, so I have all the product IDs here. I just put in like this. So all I need is the signing secret and the secret key, which I will look for now in Stripe. So I'm going here to settings. I think it's in developer. manage API keys. So this is where the secret key lives. Remember I said that this secret key is super important and you shouldn't put it directly into the chat. I don't know why it's not instructing me that, but just a reminder here, it'll give you a little box. Okay, great. So you can put all the secrets in here. And then now I have to get the webhook secret. So I look for webhook secret here. Here's the signing secret right here. So I have submitted them. And it looks like Stripe is already integrated. You see it has this error message. Let's see if we can get through this. Okay, it says I'm live. Let's try this. Payments are real. That's crazy. So there's this error message here. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a test on my email, and since I already have premium, I have to revoke the premium so I can pay and see if it works. So I'm gonna tell it to do that. It should be able to make that change to a database, because that's all it's really doing is it's changing in the database whether or not my user is paid or free. This is something I like about Lovable here, is it lets you know when it's making these major changes, and you click allow, and now it's making that change for me. I'm not really reviewing the code because I don't really know what it means at all. But what you can do, and what I have done in the past if it's super important and I want to double check, copy the code, paste it into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, any AI. People say Claude is good or best for code. So put it in there and ask it to explain you in real English what's going on. But I'm trusting Lovable. I'm getting this error message here. So I screenshotted it. I'm sending it to Lovable and asking them, is this okay? Is something wrong? And I'm also going to go into Stripe and see if there are any error messages. Okay, I see that it's live and I don't see any issues. Let's see what Lovable says. So it's a Lovable preview error. Okay, so I'm going to sign in. I'm going to try to buy one of my memberships and see if it gives me premium access. Logging in. And again, I made all of this with Lovable just by typing normal words. I was very good at describing precisely what I wanted, but zero code, very easy, super helpful, highly recommend. If you guys want help with vibecoding, I have a free Discord. Join me in there. I have a new thread all about vibecoding, and I'm going to be doing a vibecoding masterclass. I'm also available for one-on-one consulting by the hour. So yeah, just hit me up. You can email me, send me a message on Discord, any of that if you're interested in building your vibecoding app. Not only build it, but learn how to actually sell it. So I'm logged in. You see it revoked my premium access. I'm going to upgrade to premium, but I'm going to do it on my secret launch page. This is going to go out in an email broadcast to my users to make them feel special. So I'm not going to put this publicly. This is all part of my digital product winning strategies I've used before that also works for apps in addition to ebooks or whatever. So I have a little personal message here. I might put some pictures in here or something, but right now I'm going to try the monthly plan. And I'm going to do this live. Let's see. So it's taking me to Stripe. Wow, so it worked. Looks like it worked. I go into my Stripe dashboard. Look at that. So it posted as a real payment. It worked. Now we just have to make sure that I got access when I paid. Now it says you're already premium, but I'm going to ask for a better user experience because it didn't really give me a ton of confidence. After I paid, it should immediately tell me some congratulations message that you're premium. So I'm going to instruct that to Lovable right now. I always use this phrase, best UI UX practices. Now it's done it. So yeah, let's check it out. Level's kind of bugging out or lagging, but it's all good. All right, so Stripe is working. I had 2 payments go through. I had me and I had someone else from another device sign up, access the premium version, and it's showing now that I got live payments in my live account and access to the premium version of the app is working as well. There's still some debugging to do. I'm going to make sure it's really working before I announce it to my email list. But yeah, hopefully that helped. And again, hit me up with any questions. If you want one-on-one consulting, I'm offering that. I'm also going to open up a limited mastermind. Join my Discord. It's totally free, and you'll get all the announcements for all that good stuff. And I hope this inspired you to start vibe coding and start printing money. Let's get it, guys. I hope to get $1,000 a month soon, hopefully by March. So yeah, let's go.